finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip that is missing a roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm no money, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat.
All right. Welcome to our first playoff game in this Commanders franchise. We made it back to the postseason in just our second year taking over this franchise. We finished the year 12-5, as well as NFC East champs. We're going to take on the 8-9 Chicago Bears in the first round of the playoffs. If we take a look at the playoff bracket real quick, you'll see we have the number 2 seed, so we get to play the most Mickey Mouse seed, the number 7 seed, in the first round. Packers claim the first seed in the NFC. We got Seahawks and Niners, and Falcons and Cowboys. For the other two NFC games, and as you can see in the AFC, the Chiefs, unsurprisingly, claim the number 1 seed. They get the bye. Got Titans, Broncos, another divisional matchup, Bengals and Ravens, and a third divisional matchup between the Bills and the Dolphins. But right now, our first concern is getting past the Chicago Bears, who now have Austin Eckler. At the end of the season, I do want to take a look at some stats and awards real quick. So we greatly contemplated whether we should move on from Sam Howell last year. And this year, he was a lot better. Last year, he had, I believe, a 57% completion percentage. He bumped that up to 66% this year. He had 25 passing touchdowns and 5 rushing touchdowns to give him 30 total on the year. Only thing that I want him to cut down on is turnovers. He had 20 interceptions on the year. Some of that, obviously, is the user, but some of his passes that get picked off are just way inaccurate. As a matter of fact, in our last game, to close out the regular season against the Bucs, he threw 4 interceptions. A couple of them, I think I was trying to get too cute on, but a couple of them were just horrendous passes. So accuracy is still an issue from time to time with Sam Howell, but overall, satisfied with his second year as a starter. Jonathan Tolliver, a rookie running back, had about 1,300 yards on the ground, 8 touchdowns. Brian Robinson, in just 8 games played, had 482 yards. You'll see some other guys contributed. Chris Rodriguez had a couple hundred yards. Sam Howell, 5 rushing touchdowns. Charlie Phillips, undrafted rookie free agent, had a little over 100 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Receiving, Terry McLaurin, another 1,000-yard season with 1,153 yards on 67 grabs. Double-digit touchdowns with 10. Chase Claypool, a nice free agent addition. He's one of the handful of guys that we have on our team who are trash in real life, but have actually done an admirable job. A little over 650 yards and 5 touchdowns. Darnell Washington, who we acquired via trade mid-season in exchange for Benjamin St-Juste, ended up being our starting tight end. 47 grabs for 611 yards and 3 touchdowns between us and the Steelers. Logan Thomas, 477 yards in 9 games. He might be... So Logan Thomas got injured mid-season. That's how Darnell Washington got thrusted into the starting role. He might be eligible to come off IR. I'm not sure. I'll have to look. Jahan Dotson, a little bit of a disappointing year for him. He's ultimately become our number 4 receiving target. 451 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jonathan Tolliver, a couple hundred yards and a couple touchdowns. Receiving out of the backfield. I don't usually look at offensive lineman stats, but you will see 848. Sam Cosmi had 846 snaps, but the 4 of our 5 starting offensive linemen played every game. It was just our centers. Ricky Stromberg got injured for a little bit, so Nick Gates had to fill in. Defensively, Kenneth Murray was our team leader in tackles with 99, followed by Cameron Curl with 97, Derek Forrest with 96. TFL's Jonathan Allen had 27, Kenneth Murray had 19, Leslie Terry, another undrafted rookie free agent, had 17, Chase Young with 16, Jatavius Martin with 11, Jamin Davis with 10, Deron Payne with 10. Sacks, last year we had 2 guys with double-digit sacks. This year, no one. As a matter of fact, our leading sack getter, for lack of a better term, was a defensive back, Jatavius Martin, 8.5 sacks. Deron Payne had 6, Leslie Terry had 5.5, Kenneth Murray had 5, so Chase Young only had 5. So what is that? 1, 2, 3 of our top 5 guys that led the team in sacks are not even defensive linemen. Interceptions, 3 for Cliff Greenfield, 3 for Emmanuel Forbes, 2 for Cameron Curl, 1 for Tariq Castro Fields. Forced fumbles, Cliff Greenfield had 2, Kenneth Murray had 2, Jonathan Allen had 2, Jatavius Martin, Deron Payne, Milo Eifler, and David Mayo each had 1. Defensive touchdowns, we had 1 from Cliff Greenfield on a pick 6. Chase Young had 1 on a scoop and score, as did KJ Henry, who did a nice job filling in when Montez Sweat got hurt earlier in the year. Kicking, Joey Sly had a very good season for us. 20 of 21 on field goals and 32 of 34 on extra points. So he had, 32 and 20 times 3 is 60. So he had 92 points for us. Pretty good year from him. Tressway, kind of a rough year punting. Only 2 punts downed inside the 20. 5 touchbacks. Net average of 38.8. It's not that good. But this guy, Connor Highsmith, over 1,500 yards in terms of returns, but 5 kick return touchdowns. The NFL record is 9 for a career. He's already more than halfway there. And the record for a single season is 4. He broke that. We found a superstar kick returner. As a punt returner, not nearly as good, but overall, we took a big leap from year 1 to year 2. We went 9-8 last year and missed the playoffs. We are 12-5 right now, so a 3-game swing just like that. Looking at the awards, so Patrick Mahomes took home the MVP award. Coach of the Year goes to Justin King, the new Cincinnati Bengals head coach. As you can see, Coach Craven Moorhead came in 3rd place. Admirable job, but we do not end up taking home the title. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Jalen Hurts. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Donald. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jonathan Tolliver. Last year, we won Defensive Rookie of the Year with Jatavius Martin. This year, we win Offensive Rookie of the Year with Jonathan Tolliver. And speaking of Defensive Rookie of the Year, goes to the Green Bay Packers' Alex Blaylock and Leslie Terry. The undrafted rookie free agent linebacker ends up being the runner-up for that award, and Cliff Greenfield ends up coming in 6th. Best quarterback goes to Dak Prescott. Best running back goes to Kenneth Walker. See, Jonathan Tolliver came in 6th. Best receiver goes to CeeDee Lamb. Terry McLaurin came in 4th. Best offensive lineman goes to Zach Martin. Charles Leno came in 5th. I don't know how, but best defensive lineman, Aaron Donald. Although it is kind of interesting that Jonathan Allen isn't on that list. Best linebacker goes to Lorenzo Carter, and Kenneth Murray ended up coming in 9th. Best defensive back goes to Trayvon Diggs. Best kicker goes to Matt Prater. Joey Sly came in 3rd. And yeah, that's about it. We'll go over the Pro Bowl at some point in the next couple of games. The rosters will be revealed. If I had to give my Pro Bowl picks for this team, Terry McLaurin would definitely make it. Jonathan Allen would definitely make it. And Connor Highsmith, our kick returner, would definitely make it. A couple guys are fringe guys. I think Jonathan Tolliver has earned it. But seeing as how he came in 6th place for best running back, he's probably simply behind guys who had better seasons than him, despite him also having a great season. Joey Sly was also very close. He came in 3rd place for best kicker, so I'd have to assume he doesn't end up making the Pro Bowl roster for the NFC, but he also had a very good season, so shout out to those guys. And of course, several guys also had solid seasons, but not what I would call Pro Bowl worthy. Speaking of which, while it's on my mind, is Logan Thomas back for this game? He is not. Unless I can activate him off IR. Oh wait, shit, I hit the wrong one. Injury report. Okay, apparently I cannot activate him off IR. I don't know if... Yeah, he's uninjured. Alright, I have no idea if I can activate him off IR at some point. It's a little annoying, because I should be able to activate him, but we've been winning games without him, so not the biggest deal in the world. We are taking on the Chicago Bears. Let's take a look at their roster real quick. So, their starting quarterback, it is still Justin Fields, up to an 80 overall. They now have Austin Eckler as a running back, 90 overall. He's a superstar X Factor. Of course, Austin Eckler known more as a receiving back in real life, but I am curious. If we take a look at his stats, yeah, he ran for over 1,200 yards this year and 7 touchdowns. And his last year with the Chargers, 1,400 plus yards and 21 touchdowns, which is just simply not who he is as a running back, but okay. And yeah, he had 185 yards receiving this year, where he had 107 catches with the Chargers a couple years ago. So Madden just seems to think that he's this bruising Derrick Henry type running back. So that might be what we have to deal with. Receivers, they have DJ Moore, 86 overall. Darnell Mooney still with the team at 81 overall. Sterling Shepard, 77 overall. Tight ends, they have Cole Kmet at 80 overall. And Daniel Mixon, a rookie tight end out of LSU, 77 overall. The offensive line, they have Braxton Jones, Tevin Jenkins, Cody Whitehair. Nate Davis is injured, and in his place will be the rookie Craig Bigsby at 76 overall, rookie out of Oklahoma. Darnell Wright at right tackle at a 78 overall. On the defense, they got Jadeveon Clowney, 79 overall. Travis Gibson. Fletcher Cox still kicking around in this game, 78 overall at the age of 33. We got Gervin Dexter as well. I believe they run a 4-3. Frankie Louvu. Tremaine Edmonds is injured, so we'll see Noah Sewell start in his place. Significant downgrade there, as well as TJ Edwards. In the secondary, they got Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, and Tyreek Stevenson. Safeties, they still have Eddie Jackson kicking around, and Isaiah Simmons. Special teams, they have Darren Kramer, rookie kicker, and Blake Gilligan, or Gillikin, however the fuck you pronounce that. So, I'm not totally blown away by how this Bears team looks, but we shouldn't underestimate them. The first of many, we're going to talk about our first career playoff game as a head coach. Coach Moorhead, you're heading into your first playoff game. Playoff success often makes or breaks a career. How important is your first playoff win? I'm not going to guarantee a win. I'll play it cool here. You know, because who really gives a shit about one playoff win? I want a Super Bowl. I'll be satisfied when I'm holding that Lombardi trophy. Okay, so let's jump into our weekly strategy. So I do think we're going to defend the inside run. If Austin Eckler really is going to be a bowling ball, we need to stop him. We need to force Justin Fields to throw the ball. It's as simple as that. Yeah, and we're going starters. It's our first playoff game. Now, on the offensive side, what do we want to do? I'm really not that impressed by anyone in this defense. And it's saying Tremaine Edmonds is the top threat, but he's injured. I think we're going to just run the ball inside. All right, we'll do 15 plus first downs like we usually do. We'll do 300 offensive yards. We're allowing less than 20 points. We're going to go sacking the quarterback 5 times. Okay, let's cross our fingers and pray for no injuries on the defense. We are clean, and I forgot to check the offense. That's fine, we'll just go to injury report real quick. And okay, yep, still only Logan Thomas that's injured. So we are good to go, and we are ready to jump into this playoff match against the Chicago Bears.
Back in Week 15, the Bears lost a blowout in their previous game against the Commanders. Can Washington do it again? Find out next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
All right, and we are going to kick the football away to get the playoffs started.
Second of 3 games here on this Sunday.
And away we go. This kick will be received about 2 yards deep in the end zone, and it's going to be returned to the 22-yard line. That's where the Bears will start off. Their first drive, led out by Justin Fields still. They do not have Caleb Williams in this universe. And technically, right now, they don't either. Look at his stats. Only 2,600 yards passing, 16 touchdowns to 9 picks. Of course, they're not going to show the rushing stats. Those numbers might be on par for Justin Fields if he is running the ball a lot. They're going to start off with slot receivers on each side. Out of the gun, handoff to Eckler with a ton of space, and he spins out of a tackle and picks up 10 plus. Got to make those tackles. It was Derek Forrest, our safety, who ended up missing that tackle, and they pick up 14 yards. Now they're going I-form under center. And this is going to be a play fake. Fields over the middle, and we almost had the interception by Chase Young. But he has it knocked out by, I believe that was Cole Kmet. End up switching roles there.
That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
So 2nd and 10 here out of the gun. Fields looking to throw again. After narrowly avoiding an interception, this time he checks it down and it's complete. I think that was Eckler who made the grab. But only good for a yard, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Going to use her Jonathan Allen here, see if we can be a home wrecker. Fields looking to throw, and now he's going to roll out, and he is going to pick up the first down with his legs. But not at any cost, as Craig Bigsby, one of their offensive linemen, is injured, and he will head over to the bench. But we allow a conversion on 3rd down and 9. And looking at the score bug in the bottom, looks like the 49ers smoked the Seattle Seahawks. So they will be advancing. Could be potentially huge for us. Looks like the Bills ended up beating the Dolphins. Now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield for the Bears. And this is going to be a read option. Fields makes the right read, slips out of a tackle, and picks up 9. Need better tackling. That was on me, though. And that's a coaching adjustment that we are going to have to make. We're going to have to watch Justin Fields.
It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right
2nd and inches, play action, Fields rolling out, and an errant pass. Looking for Mixon, his backup tight end. And that's going to bring up 3rd and very short. 3rd and short. We're going to go out of the gun here. And they give it to Eckler, and he is swallowed up by who else but Jonathan Allen. That's going to bring up 4th and 4. Going to be an interesting call here for the Bears. And they are going to punt they're going to punt this one away. I would personally go for this. They are going to kick it away, and that is a horrible kick. Where's it going to go out of bounds? At the 24, so they couldn't even pin us inside the 20. We get, all things considered, good starting field position. So here comes our offense. We checked out Sam Howell's numbers earlier. 3,600 yards, 25 touchdowns, 20 picks. Having that 2020 season again. Also had 5 touchdowns on the ground. I'm not impressed with the players that the Bears have on this defense, especially with Tremaine Edmonds out. So we can win a number of ways, I think, as we start off with a 4-yard run to Jonathan Tolliver, our Offensive Rookie of the Year. In the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year, I should say.
Or setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Throwing here, Howell.
And we'll get rid of this one to Jahan Dotson, and he picks up the first. 7 yards. Dotson had a pretty good game last week against the Bucs, his best game of the season by far. Despite the fact that he's ultimately been our number 4 receiver. We're going to run a little touch pass here to Terry McLaurin. Go off tackle here, like we're a running back, pick up 7 more. That's the one thing we need to do a little better on offense, in my opinion. We need to get the ball into Terry McLaurin's hands a little more. He only had like 67 catches on the year. It was still excellent. And we're going to go with our Thunder Lightning duo here as Brian Robinson picks up 8. And actually, now that I see it, so I had it set up at one point. I think I fixed it just by doing that. I had it designed where I had Brian Robinson set up in under center or single back sets. With Tolliver taking the snaps out of the gun, we're going to give it to him again. But he runs straight into a linebacker after a gain of only 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 here.
And Howell will throw it.
And we get rid of this one to Jahan Dotson once again. And he picks up a 1st down and some change down to the 32. Nice pass there by Sam Howell, who was getting hit as he threw that.
That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything.
All right, we are going to flip this play over to the right.
And they pick up a first down.
Another carry for Brian Robinson. Well, he picks up a yard.
After a gain of maybe a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And we are sacked. No one was open there. Jadeveon Clowney gets to us. And it is 3rd and 16. We're in borderline field goal range here. Gonna go with an empty set here. Howell looking to throw. And we get sacked again. We can't do that. I should have just taken the check down. Darnell Washington was open on the drag route. But I was looking for Claypool on the crosser. By the time I realized that Claypool wasn't going to get open, Thomas wasn't open, or not Thomas, Washington wasn't open either. Tried to scramble out of it, ended up taking a sack. Not the start we wanted. And now Tress Way, who had kind of a rough season, is set to punt this one away, and this might be too powerful to kick.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he
yeah, that's way too powerful to kick.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field.
Should have directional kicked it. So, disappointing first drive on offense.
To get the number 7 seed, you can back into it, or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that.
So the Bears starting this drive at their 20, and they're going to give this one to Eckler. He fights forward for 6.
For 1 second, that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4, and a quick pass there, and it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of someone. Jatavius Martin on the coverage there, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
When the ball's in the air, I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
3rd and 4, Fields looking to throw, and that pass is complete. Darnell Mooney picks up the first down and some more on a gain of 12.
They're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open.
And this is a play fake, but swallowed up on the play is Justin Fields by Jatavius Martin, our sack leader.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
2nd and 16 here, and the quarter's going to come to an end. No score so far.
After 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Second and long. It's going to be a give to Eckler. Picks up 5. He'll bring up 3rd and long.
Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort he'll take every single
3rd and 11. Fields over the middle, and that pass is hauled in. Darnell Mooney has the first down out past midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something.
Fields looking to throw, and this pass is complete. That's DJ Moore with his first catch of the game. He's got another first.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Fields looking to throw again. This pass over the middle is incomplete. Looking for Mooney again.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To the air again.
2nd and 10, and it's going to be a screen to Eckler. And a nice tackle there by Kenneth Murray, limiting them to a yard. It's going to bring up another 3rd down.
Defensively, that screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
3rd and 9.
They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Off play action.
And this pass is going to be through the hands of DJ Moore. Looks like Emmanuel Forbes tried to undercut it. He missed, and DJ Moore had the chance to make the catch and potentially score a touchdown. But instead it falls incomplete. But the Bears are going to try for a 52-yard field goal. The Bears, of course, have a negative history of field goals in the playoffs, and it's going to continue as that kick is wide left. What a fucking idiot. And we are going to take over in pretty decent field position. Starting this drive at our own 41.
This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And here's Robinson. Good for 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard
Looks like they're
gain.
playing press coverage on the outside. Terry McLaurin beats his man one-on-one, and there's no safety help. I might give it to him. And, yep, that's what we're doing. Down the seam, and it's swatted away. I should have lobbed it in there. I bullet passed it.
For big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
They head to the line facing a
3rd and 7.
Following the incompletion on 2nd down. Howell now to throw it.
And an absolutely terrible pass by Sam Howell. He had Darnell Washington wide open. And we're going to have to punt the ball again. Our offense has been a juggernaut at times.
Once again there to force another 4th down.
Tress Way kicking this one away. And that's going to go out of bounds at the 19.
Just inside the 20, yes it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard
Not
line.
terrible, but could have been better.
Chicago offense set to get started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard.
Still scoreless
Start out here first and
so
10.
far, as this is going to be a sack of Justin Fields, but they're going to get me for illegal contact. You got to be fucking kidding me. That was Jatavius Martin, who we were using. Had no impact on the play. That's unfortunate.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
And this is a give to Eckler, and he is swallowed up. Tackled for a loss. And that's Leslie Terry,
2nd and 12.
the undrafted rookie free agent.
For him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12, give to Eckler. And he's brought down from behind by Kenneth Murray. Former teammates Kenneth Murray and Austin Eckler both were on the Chargers at one point. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Allowed a couple 3rd down conversions. Can't keep allowing that to happen as Justin Fields is going to take off and run, but we tackle him short of the 1st down as he picks up 9. Good tackle by Kenneth Murray, who's being usured by yours truly. And on 4th and 1 from the 33, I have to assume they're going to kick this one away, and they will. We are going to go for a straight rush here, and we just miss it. Connor Highsmith will call for the fair catch at the 22, and we're going to look to break the scoreless tie.
Washington ready to try offense. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy.
Looking to throw here. And this pass is complete to McLaurin. Takes kind of a big hit there, but not before picking up 9.
Something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset.
Second and short, and Tolliver is going to be met in his tracks and drop for a loss.
You pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted.
Holes were just not there.
Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
They need 2. Here's third down.
We're going to go play action. Boot. We'll drop this off to Bates, our backup tight end. Doesn't pick up a lot, but it's enough for the first.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Give to Robinson here. It's up 4.
Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
You know what, I'm going to swing Tolliver over here. Oh, nope. Okay, I guess he's going out wide.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
That did not work. I wanted Tolliver to just go the other side of me. No one ran a good route there. Thankfully, that wasn't a sack, or even worse. 3rd and 6.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Howell.
And we're going to get brought down from behind. It doesn't count as a sack.
Shy of the first down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us.
We're going to have to punt this one away. And the Bears are going to take a timeout to prevent the 2-minute warning from coming.
Avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He's been a busy man.
And the kick's away. And that is going to land at the 10 and go out at the 1. What a punt by Tress Way.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach.
And Eckler able to give them some breathing room as he picks up 10 in the first.
The 10 before being taken down.
First and 10, 2-minute warning has come and gone. And this is going to be a check down to Eckler as he is tackled inbounds by Kenneth Murray.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride.
They're kind of chewing the clock here, although Fields is going to look to throw, and he's going to get the pass off, and it's complete. That's his backup tight end, Dixon, and they pick up the first down.
And that last play began at the 13. First down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really.
Less than 40 seconds to go here. Bears are taking their sweet-ass time. Some interesting clock management here. They're not going to try to score. They are really taking their time, but they're still looking to pass, and it's a completion to DJ Moore, who picks up the first. They call their second timeout.
Stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields.
Fields looking to throw again. Now he's going to take off, use his legs, and whoa, what a play there. Probably could have been a personal foul, but Madden doesn't know what those are.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They got 21 seconds left.
On first down, it's Fields.
Just shy of midfield. Fields throws it out of bounds in the direction of DJ Moore.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's
Looking to
Fields.
throws. Fields, he spins out and throws it away again.
Flag going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone and hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. Fields looking to throw, and that pass is going to be out of bounds again.
Incomplete.
So that's going to bring up 4th down.
Not in sync here early. And now
They're going to kick this one away.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to
You know what, we're going to do something here.
but that winds up incomplete.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
And we do not get the block. We chose to go with a field goal block
That's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
in hopes of getting the block. We didn't have a returner back there.
Corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with
I think a QB kneel here puts us in safety territory. So we're going to just have to run the ball and hope for the best.
Robinson here.
We got a few, not that it matters. We go into the first half 0-0,
Of the first half of play.
or the end of the first
So
half.
we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, where you see the final score there. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Brock Purdy, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way. Let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, you know what? It's the playoffs, so I was going to just...
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by
I was going to let them talk about what happened in the other games, but he didn't say jack shit. All right, you know what? I think we are going to focus on throwing the ball. Sam Howell has missed a couple, but outside of that,
Okay, Coach, thanks as always.
He's been fine.
Game as we welcome you back for
0-0 game. But now,
these 2 teams about
there's going to be a return here for Connor Highsmith. 5 kick return touchdowns in NFL record. And this time, he makes it out to the 28. Let's see if we can actually score points.
defense as we begin this third quarter.
Hey, what's up, man?
We thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because
I also
it's
love
not
the
just
way
tight on
you
the
use the
scoreboard.
word tight.
I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free.
We'll give to Robinson here. We'll bounce this to the outside, and Brian Robinson, easily our biggest run of the game, picks up 14 in the first.
Before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like
Here's
linebackers,
Tolliver,
defensive
and he's going to find some space, but he gets brought down from the side. Picks up 6.
Yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL. And
Drawing a play in the dirt here.
Running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted
This pass over the middle is complete to Chase Claypool. Big gain there, down to the 29. Picks up 20-ish. And a first down.
But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed So let's see how he handles things early.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Go play action.
It's Howell.
We're going to go for the home run ball. Looking for Terry McLaurin, and he comes down with it. Touchdown.
Washington. A great effort there.
29 yards out. Terry McLaurin mosses a couple people. And after struggling to score in the first half, we march right down there and put some points on the board.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession
It is 7-0.
crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase, or if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this kick will be fielded about 5 yards in the end zone for a touchback. So the Bears are going to try to respond on offense.
Their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond?
And a give to Eckler. Picks up 2.
They saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
2nd and 8 here. It's an option. They give to Eckler. Pick up a few more. He'll bring up 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Fields.
3rd and 5. Fields looking to throw. Rolls out, and he's brought down from behind by Montez Sweat.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard
Montez Sweat and I believe Kenneth Murray was in on the mix.
situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away.
And they are going to have to punt the football away.
That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Connor Highsmith
Down, the punt team is
from the 20-something yard line
26.
gets us to the 35.
9-yard return, 50 on the punt.
Terry McLaurin, 3 grabs for 45 yards from that touchdown. Very good start to the second half of this game after a pretty rough first half, at least offensively. We marched right down the field, scored a touchdown, forced a 3-and-out on defense. We just need to coast from here. Tolliver has to cut back just to pick up a yard. Our usually strong running game hasn't really been that strong today.
Plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Back to throw.
Looking to throw over the middle, and we're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the
Claypool
air.
ran a little bit deeper of a route than I anticipated.
Defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this
3rd
case,
and 9.
came up with it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And this pass is complete. Darnell Washington out past midfield, picks up the big first down. His first catch of the game.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one.
Here's Robinson on the carry.
In order to maintain
Picks up
pace,
3.
keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board. Those are the plays they need to continue to convert. Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Gonna send McLaurin on a post as well. See what happens here. Play action.
Slings this deep from
And that's picked.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Dumb throw.
Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key
Also wasn't great accuracy.
Finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here's Eckler again.
And they'll get to him quickly here.
No one runs the ball for 2 yards like Austin Eckler does.
He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know,
this is a pitch to the outside and swallowed up on the play. Is Austin Eckler. It's Montez Sweat. And it's going to be 3rd and 15.
Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
You hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies.
3rd and 15. Fields looking to throw. He's going to check this one down to his backup tight end, Dixon. Picks up 5. Not nearly enough for the first. They're going to have to punt the ball away again. Highsmith from the 25. And start this drive off at the 41.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Give to Robinson. He finds a crease. Spins out of a tackle and picks up 9.
Changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit.
Play action. And this pass is hauled in by Terry McLaurin in traffic for the 1st down.
On the left side, a gain there of 21 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Look to throw again. This pass is hauled in by Washington. Good for 9.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch.
Here's a give to Tolliver again. Doesn't pick up a lot, but it's enough for the 1st.
4 yards to pick up, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now he'll look to throw it.
And that pass, he missed him. We had Jahan Dotson open for a touchdown there, but Howell misses him.
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us.
Here's Robinson. Step 7. That might be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Do I like the look they're giving us here? I might. We're going to snap the ball. We're going to give it to Tolliver out of the backfield, and he is tackled into the end zone for the touchdown. And that's how the 3rd quarter will come to an end.
Touchdowns for the rookie in the regular season. He's got his 1st here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated.
That's why he's so special. Not only can he run between the tackles, but he can catch passes out of the backfield. This extra point will make it 14-0.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this kick will be returnable as I completely whiff on the tackle there. And someone else completely whiffs on a tackle, and they're going to get pretty decent starting field position at the 31. Good return there. The Bears are going to have a chance. That's a pretty good start.
The time is now trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And there's a give to Eckler, and he is brought down from the legs by Leslie Terry.
Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon,
2nd and 9. Fields looking to throw and completes this one. I think that's Sterling Shepard there. Picks up 5.
And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3rd and 4.
To throw is
Fields looking to throw. Under pressure, and he's sacked. Jamin Davis comes firing through the gap.
by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
And they are going to have to punt the ball away again.
Play just came from the outside.
Here comes the Bears punter.
The Bears' offense is a mess.
Kick for the 6th time today.
As Highsmith have some space to return this one, but not a lot. We'll start this drive at the 28. Offense is looking a lot sharper in the second half as opposed to the first.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
Here's a give to Robinson.
And he's going to
Good
take
for
this ahead.
3. That's his 10th carry. Got 57 yards on the ground.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want
Short pass to Terry McLaurin. He's having himself a nice game. He picks up the first.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a 1st down.
5 grabs for 78 yards for McLaurin, including a touchdown.
is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put
Here's
this
Tolliver,
I like the fact that
and he gets whacked
and not playing with
after a gain of about 6.
It's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
no doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue
I think we're going to flip this play here. If Charles Leno can get that block to the outside, which he does, should be an easy 1st down for Brian Robinson.
He's down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get it.
Robinson.
Stand it up first before you go for the ball. Don't just
5.
go for it initially.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just
Play
keep running
action.
it at 'em. We've got them now.
We're going deep. Jahan Dotson! And the ball was batted in the air like 5 billion times,
Knockout blow right there. I think
but
if
falls incomplete.
I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Gonna try a screen here.
Down today. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
And we get the screen away to Tolliver, and Tolliver picks up the 1st down and some more inside the 20.
Tackles made here at the Bears 19. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes
We're going to go to chewing the clock now.
And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Robinson.
Robinson. And he is
tackled for a loss.
Behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But
Here's Tolliver, and he only picks up a yard.
Taken down at the 20 after
3rd and 10.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And Sam Howell is going to get sacked. They brought a nickel blitz. Not the worst thing in the world. We're still in field goal range.
Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and
This is good.
defense as well. How about him
It will
seeing
be
that
a
chance, making the most of it,
3-score
did a great
game.
job of wrapping him
Joey
up
Sly
and bringing
from
him down.
44 yards out. Splits the uprights, 17-0.
And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
This taken in at the goal line.
And what a hit there. I think that was Jatavius Martin that laid the hit.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st
And this pass is going to be complete to Austin Eckler, and Austin Eckler is going to go all the way for the touchdown. So after not scoring all game, they run a little wheel route with us using in coverage to Austin Eckler, and he scores. So the game's not over yet.
He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because
So it's 17-7.
our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind.
Gonna put our hands team out there. Of course, next year, this kickoff's going to be a little different next year, as there's the kick, and it is received by Dotson. And that should effectively end the game.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team
There's Robinson.
they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
3.
I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score...
That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. First down should win us the game.
I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Here's Robinson, and he is going to be tackled for a loss.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to
3rd and 8.
we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Here's Tolliver, finds some space, and he's going to find the first down.
Nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 20.
Do you think we need one more first down? Before the game will be officially over. So here's Robinson. Charles Leno blocks absolutely no one. But we pick up 3.
Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Tolliver with another carry. And he picks up the first. And that's going to be the ball game. Tolliver struggled a little bit to run the ball in the game, but a couple strong runs at the end there will put the game on ice. As we align in victory formation. And we just need one more knee to make it official. And there we go. That should be the ball game.
They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game,
17-7 is your final score here from DC or Landover, wherever the fuck they play.
And the home crowd applauding.
Coach Moorhead gets his first career playoff win in his first career playoff game. 17-7 your final. We beat up on the Mickey Mouse 7-seed Bears.
To the most hollowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
All right, so looking at some stats for today. Sam Howell, 13 of 20 for $182, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Had some general inaccuracy issues, including on that interception, but overall had some good throws in there. Good game from him. Brian Robinson led the way on the ground, 16 carries for 75 yards. Tolliver added in 10 for 43. Receiving, Terry McLaurin, 5 for 78 and a touchdown. Tolliver had 2 for 27 and a touchdown. Defensively, Kenneth Murray with 8 tackles, followed by Jatavius Martin with 7. 2 TFLs for Montez Sweat, 2 for Jatavius Martin, 1 each for Leslie Terry, Jonathan Allen, and Jamin Davis. Sack and a half for Jatavius Martin. What a game he had. Probably the player of the game. 7 tackles, 2 TFLs, and a sack and a half. Sack for Jamin Davis, half a sack for Montez Sweat. Yeah, that's pretty much all she wrote. Definitely a lot to clean up on. Our defense dominated, but the Bears' offense is not very good. I mean, it took a fluke play for them just to put points on the board. Our offense struggled, 0 points in the first half. 1 turnover. Running game really didn't get going until the second half. Really, the offense in general didn't get going until the second half. But you got to play 2 complete halves of football, especially with whoever we're playing next. Got some upgrades here. Jonathan Tolliver's got one. I think we're gonna. Do I want to upgrade power back? I think we're going to. It's not going to boost his overall, but I do want to see him get a little better at breaking tackles, although he only boosts his break tackle overall by 1. It's up to a 75 overall right now with the morale boost. He did win Offensive Rookie of the Year, so I'm wondering at the end of the season if he's going to get a dev upgrade, because it doesn't say anything here about him winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. If I remember correctly, Jatavius Martin got boosted from normal development to star development when he won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Upgrade for Charlie Phillips here. Let's go with power back. And Leslie Terry. We'll go with Field General here. Boost him up to a 69 overall temporarily. Nice. We'll just auto upgrade the remaining 2 players. What's the playoff bracket say right now? Alright, it hasn't updated. Huge congrats on the playoff win, Coach. Let's see if we can keep the ball rolling and pick up another one this week. I agree. Okay, let's go ahead and advance the week. All right, and as you probably saw, we are going to take on the Atlanta Falcons in the second round of the playoffs. They were able to fend off the Cowboys, 27-24. Cowboys, of course, we played twice this year. First time we played them, they absolutely slaughtered us. And the second time we played them, we were able to barely edge out a victory against them, primarily because we controlled the ball. 49ers absolutely dominate the Seahawks. They move on to play the 1-seed Packers. And in the AFC, the Bills end up crushing the Dolphins. They move on to face the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Bengals slaughter their division foe Ravens. And the Titans take down the Broncos. So, next playoff matchups in the AFC, we got Chiefs-Bills. We've seen that before, right? And then Titans and Bengals. Titans were last year's AFC champions, by the way. Last year's Super Bowl champions were the Dallas Cowboys. That's how you can tell this is a video game and not reality. So, reigning Super Bowl champions are out. Reigning AFC champions still very much in it. And we have a pretty favorable matchup against the Falcons. We played the Bears earlier this year and beat the living shit out of them. I would definitely not say we beat the living shit out of them in this game, but a dub's a dub. And I think we beat the living shit out of the Falcons earlier this year. So, definitely a favorable matchup. We'll have another home game, of course. And a little sneak preview to whenever I stream next, but we got playoff Blizzard. So it looks like we're going to be playing a snow game in the divisional round against the Falcons. But that's all I've got. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll probably post an update on my channel whenever I stream this next playoff game. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.